All right, everybody, let's get started. We're going to do our Sunday night charting session. We start off by going up here. We go down to load layout. We are going to delete our old unnamed. Confirm, yes. Then we go back in. We hit new layout. It's going to be called unnamed. I'm just going to leave that. Then we're going to go up, change our settings from minutes to the 1 day. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just get a look at the whole year, basically, just kind of seeing, how we've gone up, where our consolidations are. Like we had a nice consolidation zone here, and then we're really pushing. All right, so if you just had to guess, you would just assume that, there's no signs of weakness yet. We did have this one kind of doji candle right there that looks like something happened. I know some people were saying that this one candle on the daily could be a sign of reversal, but it really didn't. I know a lot of people are going to be fearful of that because it's so high. So, how much higher do you really expect it to go before there's a pullback? And, that's understandable. So here's what we're going to start with. These are our 1 days, daily. All right, so we go to our normal ray. We want the horizontal ray, and then we're going to lock that tool on, and then we're just going to start marking those tops and bottoms of all the candles. You don't have to mark them more than once. So if a top and a bottom's in the same spot, you can just leave that. Just mark it once, that's fine. All right, that looks pretty good. Here's a couple. A lot of these are pretty tight and in the same range. It just takes a second to knock all these out. No biggie. Okay. Now we're going to switch from the daily down to the 4 hour. See what we missed here. Kind of give ourselves a little more. Looks like a couple right in here. That's a really good one. Maybe some right in there. And, I know some people like to be super meticulous about this. I don't think it has to be incredibly accurate. A lot of times you're trying to get them lined up with, whole numbers. And, how realistic, NQ often overshoots. It doesn't necessarily line up every time with the exact lines. So it wouldn't really matter how accurate we are because, it's still going to move however it moves. So just do the best you can. Respect certain things, like any multiple touches, like that's going to be pretty important. Lots of good stuff right there. That's a pretty good one. Okay. That looks pretty good. Wow, there's a lot right there. Maybe mark that guy. Whatever's going on right through there. It's pretty strong. And then, okay. So that looks pretty good. And then we'll just go down to the 1 hour just to double check if there's any multiple touches, anything that really jumps out at us. So, yeah, we already got that one kind of marked. Here's a whole bunch. Yeah, I want to mark that. It got hung in this area. We'll mark that a little bit. Looks like we kind of got something there. Maybe right in that area. Couple things through there, but a lot of these, the further back you go, the more likely it is things are going to line up with other stuff. So all that looks pretty good. There's a lot through here, so a couple multiple touches through here. So we'll mark all that. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Now, one thing I'm going to do, because we are so high, I want to go back and double check. So we're already up here. So I need some stuff up in this area. So we're just going to go back and see how far back would we have to go to find something up really high. If, and I know we're at, record high, so probably nothing going to be up here. So, that's a record high. There was something back here, which we already got a line there. So there's really nothing else we can do. Okay, so since we're in this crazy high area, one thing we can do is add some indicators. So let's go in and add our pivots. We just want to use standard pivots. So standard pivots come on. We're going to go in, we're going to make just a little bit of a change. The line width, I do change that to 3. So, okay. And then you'll notice that, so they're a little bit stronger, easier for me to see. But there you go. Now we have some lines up at the top, and that's really going to help us out once we get into that area. So if we go down to like a 1 hour, there you go. Now you can really see we got some levels to play off of. Then the other things I like to use generally are BB for Bollinger Band. Just use those standard. VWAP. And there's one change I like to make on VWAP. That is on the style. Because I have so many other lines, I actually like to change these to crosses. And I'm used to doing it that way, so that seems really normal to me. But I know when a lot of people look at so you can see the crosses kind of going through there. But I know a lot of people look at my charts and they're like, what are all those little crosses on your, I'm like, well, that's VWAP. And, so Bollinger Bands are straight lines, the VWAPs and crosses. And really, that's all you need. So now you see we got some levels. So if we started, we have some pretty good levels to trade to. So come hang out with us. We're just a couple guys hanging out, having fun. We're trying to get to more people so we can help more people make more money. Please like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means the world to us. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this Sunday. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning when market opens.